Hey guys, it's Mark Rodriguez here.
And Paige.
And now we're at the end of the TMNT countdown. And if you guys haven't been keeping track, we basically went back to review all 4 of the old movies. And now we're going to the 4th one. And well, this one isn't really that much of a new and old kind of thing. This movie didn't come out that long ago. It's in 2007. So we're going to give our basic thoughts on the movie. And well, I'll just give a basic plot synopsis, I think. Well, okay, well, this movie was released in 2007. It's all CGI now, so people and actors. It's supposed to be, I guess, a sequel to the other 3 movies, although it feels more like its own thing. And basically the movie deals with Master Splinter having sent Leonardo to train by himself to become a better leader in South America, how the family kind of fell apart after that. Raphael becomes a vigilante called the Night Watcher. Mikey and Donnie have jobs. And then elsewhere we got like this millionaire, Max Winters, that wants to find these ancient statues. And apparently he's an immortal guy from whatever 1,000 years ago. And he wants to revive the statues. And there's 13 monsters. And there's a portal. And the portal will release more monsters and all that stuff. And you know, the turtles eventually find out, since April works as an archaeologist and she came in contact with all that. So it's a plot there. It's an interesting story. And wow. What do you think of the movie so far?
Don't look at me.
Okay. Well, I'll give my basic thoughts on the movie. It was a weird movie that almost had nothing to do with the turtles itself. It was a very weird story. It starts off saying that they already defeated the Shredder, so now what did he do? And Splinter sends Leo off, and the family falls apart. And then we got Splinter saying, you're not allowed to fight until Leo comes back. And Raphael's like super pissed at Leo, even though Splinter sent him off. When Leo came back, it's like, hey guys, Leo's back, say hi to him before he runs off again. He didn't run off, Splinter sent him off. It was like, it's so weird, and then there's just so many things in this movie that did not make sense, and it's so weird. And first of all, this whole plot with Max Winters, that's nothing related to the Turtles. So it's nothing related to Shredder or Rat King or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, that's a weird story. I don't know what they came up with this one. It's weird. And it takes up a lot of the story. Then like the 13 monsters, it's only like we only see like maybe 4 of them or 5 throughout the whole movie. So it's like, why do that 13 monster thing if you're only gonna
lucky number?
But still, show them or something. And then Max Winters, that's a good point though. That's probably why they chose 13. Max Winters hires the Foot, and we see Karai there. But then they're good for nothing anyway, because it's like the Foot was hired to, I guess, help find the monsters. But then once April brings the statues and Max Winters revives the statues and stuff, the Foot's useless. They can capture the monsters themselves, and they're the ones taking them down. And they try to excuse it like, you guys are the eyes and the statues are the muscle. They do nothing. And Karai, almost nothing. I mean, there's a little scene where she fights with the turtles just for a little bit, and Leo's asking, well, who are you guys working for? Shredder's dead now. That's all you're going to see of Karai, basically. She doesn't really add or contribute much to the plot. Honestly, like, Max Winters could have hired, like, a SWAT team, and it wouldn't make much of a difference between that. And then, let me see what else they got that's so messed up. Then the vigilante thing. Raph becomes the night watcher. Now he's a vigilante. Now he's fighting crime because, for whatever reason, Splinter doesn't want him to fight crime anymore. And when Leo comes back, he's like, yeah, well, now we've got a vigilante called the Night Watcher. Well, his days are done. And it's like, why? Why? What's your problem with vigilantes? Casey Jones is a vigilante. You don't see them going after Casey Jones. They themselves are kind of sort of vigilantes whenever they go out to fight crime. It makes, I mean, since when did Leo become Batman? With the whole, you know, that's what Batman kind of is. He kind of takes over Gotham. Whenever a new person comes in, he's like, this is my city, get out of here. You know, so what? I don't get that. It's all these stupid things that just really don't make sense in the movie's plot line. And then we have all these, the main movie focuses so much on Leo and Raph that Donnie and Mikey, they're just kind of in the background. They really don't do anything much, like, you know, they're just there. They have very few scenes, very few lines. Mostly of it's all about Raph and Leo and everything, and just so much stuff. And well, I'll kind of get back to that. And any other things you want to add to it, Paige?
He pretty much said everything. Just a weird storyline, just a random storyline or movie plot. It shows like what happens if they break up, if like the turtles break up. Donnie had the perfect job as an IT specialist. Mikey, I guess that is his job pretty much. He was an entertainer and he dressed up like a big turtle.
Yeah,
Costume.
A turtle dressed up as a turtle. Turtleception.
Weird storyline, that's all I can say. I didn't care for it. I'm so tired of these stupid turtle movies now from watching all four. I think the fourth one, I'm just getting tired of it. I just purposely went to sleep because I'm so tired of it.
Yeah. And another big thing about the movie is that back in 2007, this was around the time when the 2003 cartoon was popular. This is supposed to be like, like the big thing, like the Turtles. Like basically what we're doing now with the new movie coming out, everyone's excited because the Turtles are going to be back on the screen. So back then, that was like the big, like, oh my god, the Turtles are back on the screen and blah, 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 blah. And this was actually supposed to be like another, like, like a trilogy and stuff like that, which obviously didn't happen. And another weird thing is that they wanted to make this a sequel to the other movies, and honestly, it just does not work. Just does not fit. Like I said, there's this scene in the background. There's a picture right there of Splinter with the display case and like a trophy case, whatever you want to call it. And you see like the Shredder's mask, but like like the movie style with the weird grate holes there that only the movie Shredder had. And the time scepter from the third movie, some of the samurai armor stuff from the third movies, stuff like that that shows off,
Well, the third movie wasn't a random plot line, so they went from turtle stuff, random stuff, and random stuff. So, coordinated with the third movie at least. Being a weird storyline.
Yeah. But the thing is also, the characters are just so different. The Turtles, I think these Turtles act a little more, I guess, closer to their Mirage, kind of more serious ways or whatever. But it doesn't fit, these cowabunga, radical, awesome, and swing, and all that stuff we saw in the other movies, and where you're expecting the Addams Family, all that. These are not the same ones, personality-wise. And you can't really say they grew and matured because they're still teenage Ninja Turtles and not adults or whatever, and it just does not fit. For all the people arguing out there, it just does not fit. I just see this as a remake, basically, or a kind of a remake thing. And then the movie even ended with hints that the Shredder might return. Well, we're not going to see that, are we? And
he came from the dead.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah. And then, and I like this, the action figures.
No, twice. From the garbage, and then from the
docks.
Yeah.
And then the action figures came out with like a what if the Shredder was in the movie kind of design. I really wanted that one. It was so hard to find though. But
hey, if you get it still, so you can't look for it.
Yeah, you never know. Still CD-Con, plug. But yeah. But let me see what I was gonna say. Other thing about the movies is also it's both celebrities. We got a whole bunch of people. We got April O'Neil being voiced by Sarah Michelle Gellar. We've got Casey Jones voiced by
Chris Evans.
There you go. And of course back then it wasn't as big now. He did do the Human Torch at that time, but now, with Captain America and all these movies, it's like a bigger deal. And I was actually trying to listen more to the movie, trying to see if it sounds kind of like Chris Evans and everything. And then of course we got Max Winters played by Patrick Stewart, and okay. And then another character that Paige picked up on that I didn't notice.
Shredder. The new 2012 Shredder. I don't know his name. What's his name?
We'll find it. It's Michael something. It's like a 3-word name, but I'll find it.
Michael is awesome.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah, so the general that spoke the most, General Aguila, was actually voiced by the dude who does Shredder's voice now. And I didn't notice that. Well, I haven't seen the movie. The last time I saw the movie, I think it was still, before this new show came out, so I never put two together, but wow.
No.
Oh, we saw it sometime later?
Yes.
Yeah,
because I didn't start watching the Turtles.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Until
right.
pretty much after you came here.
That's true. That's true. But still, I didn't make the connection. It's so weird. And then and it's very ironic that whole part about join us with the foot. It sounds ironic because you're voicing the dude that does lead the foot. Later on. And I honestly forgot who voices Karai. She's supposed to be the nurse of every two. I'm sorry. But yeah, I forgot. But the credits at the end of this video will tell you who voices who. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. And of course, the big scene that we have to cover, because it's the scene, is the epic Raphael versus Leonardo fight scene, which I have to admit was badass. It was fast paced, very well done, very well animated. It was like all raining and stuff were extra. Leo and Raph finally talked it out, and it just got to the point where they just got to fight and everything. And the big surprise for most people, spoilers, whatever, this old movie spoilers, Raphael actually won the fight instead of it's usually Leonardo. Leonardo's usually the one that wins because he's always the one that's right or whatever, and Rap's wrong. And this time, Rap actually won, and it's just like this epic thing. So it was like the most awesome thing about the movie was the fight, and that's the bad thing about the movie. That's the only good thing, that fight. That's it. The rest of the movie, kind of a waste of time. And there was like this big scene where. At the end, where the Turtles, Casey Jones, and April, because now April also fights. She's a martial arts fighter too, in her little yellow Kill Bill outfit, I guess you want to call it. And
Percy.
yeah, and what do? They just kind of run through it, and that's it. That could have been like an epic battle scene. They just kind of run through it, skip through it, jump around. Oh, there's April there, there's Casey there. Okay, whatever, and that's it. I mean, that could have been like an epic scene that deserved more screen time, more focus. We would have seen a bit more of Mikey and Donnie fighting and doing stuff. That was kind of a wasted scene. And I almost forgot to say, I don't want to forget this too, that Splinter was voiced by Mako, the famous person. I know he did a lot of things. I think it was in actual movies too, like movies, not just voice actors. But he was the voice of Aku from Samurai Jack. And Paige also mentioned that he sounds like the character from Avatar. And I actually looked it up, because the thing is, this was his last performance before he passed away. He passed away, I guess, near the end of the filming of the movie, the editing process. So they actually did get the voice actor that does the character from Avatar to kind of, finish up, kind of touch up the little missing lines or whatever that, of course, Mako couldn't do anymore after the fact. But yeah, so that was a farewell performance to him. That was interesting,
You
too.
didn't say what actor.
Mako. Well, the guy who does the voice for Avatar, I'm not sure his name.
Uncle.
Yeah, but I don't know the voice actor name, though.
Uncle.
Okay. But, yeah, that's the thing, though. So,
Uncle.
okay. So, bottom line, it was a weird movie. It was kind of disappointing, to be honest. It was very disappointing, because it just had so much expectations for it. And it really fell flat on a lot of things. Obviously, it didn't make the sequel. It didn't make the trilogy they wanted to do back then. And, it was just messed up. And even in Mexico, our theaters brought, like, the best movies, like they only bring so many movies, so they always bring, like, the best movies, and you gotta go, like, out of town to, like, the bigger theaters to see, like, all the other, I guess, lesser films. The Turtles was not brought to our theater. It was brought out of town. And we were like, the movie sounds sucky already from the reviews. I'm not going to waste money going out of town. I'll wait till it comes out on DVD. So even they knew the movie wasn't worth the hassle bringing it. They were like, I don't know what was airing at the time, but those were other bigger movies than this. And one thing I also remember back then, Kung Fu Panda was out that same summer. And I watched it, and I was saying, it's a shame we see way more Kung Fu action and fighting and stuff in that movie that was basically more of a comedy than the Turtle movie. That was basically, like I said, just that one fight and everything else. So, yeah. So basically, that's the end of our TMNT countdown. I don't know if you have any last things to say on this particular movie.
Just that April randomly went from reporter to archaeologist.
Yeah, that also trained martial arts skills.
That too. I go from News 6 to fighting, kicking ass, and digging up corpses or digging up old ruins.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
I just don't know. But like I said, that's the whole thing. And Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about the movie. It's pretty cool, I guess, but I don't know. It
You
wasn't,
called it weird, now you're calling it cool.
well, in certain ways, but it's just not my favorite,
I didn't care
really.
for it.
Yeah.
I went to sleep to it.
Yeah. And then you had then the whole flashback thing about Max Winter's backstory. They had to explain it twice and everything. It's like you had to waste time in the beginning, and then April has to retell the whole. They could have just cut that out in the beginning and have April explain that in the movie to not waste so much time. It's just so weird. But anyways, like I said before, that concludes our.
Didn't give much of an opinion, but
No.
I didn't know what else to say. I really don't know what else to say.
Anything else? Any last thoughts? Whatever comes to mind.
Nope. I hear crickets.
Yeah. But like I said, well, Paige kind of fell asleep during it too. But she saw it before once also. It wasn't, like I said, the bigger.
That's why I kind of was looking forward to seeing it, because the first time watching it wasn't that amazing, and just knowing that I watched it again, I didn't care for it. Plus, I was tired.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Like I said, that basically wraps up our TMNT countdown. We already saw all the movies, and I don't know. I still say I like the second one the best. It was cheesy. It was silly. I know part one was awesome, but some parts just got kind of serious and it kind of dragged. So the second one was always my favorite. Of course, I like the first one too. There's cool stuff. I like the second one better. The third one, I have to admit, when we watch it again, it was not as bad as I thought it was. But I still like the other one better. And this movie is it's there. So yeah, my favorite is probably The Secret of the Ooze. And what would you say is your favorite of all of them?
I guess the first one, original. Damn.
There you go.
My short to sweet to the point.
Yeah. So that's our basic thoughts of it. So there you go, guys. You saw.
See, I don't say very much professional reviews. I don't like doing reviews too much.
Yeah, but you're always good for adding extra input. But as I'm saying here, we saw the first Turtles, Secret of the Ooze, Turtles in the Part 3, Turtles in Time, and the TMNT that came out in 2007. So now we're ready for the new 2014 Turtles with Michael Bay-isms and Megan Fox and everything. So we're ready for it. So bring it on.
Weird designs.
Yep. And we do know that the movie's already out today. It's Friday and everything, because this video will be up on Friday. But we're going to see it Sunday because we got too much stuff. We got Steel City Con to check out. And also, crazy things get opening night. And the movie, I'm not going to see that garbage opening night. I'll wait till it kind of dies down on Sunday. So anyways, guys, that's basically it.
We're going to end up seeing something else. We're going to go see Guardians of the Galaxy / Into the Storm.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy was worth seeing a second time.
But we're actually going in drive-ins.
Yep. If you haven't seen it, Guardians of the Galaxy, watch it. But yeah, anyways, not to get too off topic, this is Mark Rodriguez here.
Paige.
Yep. And Leonardo is probably upset because the new movie's coming out. And everything. But anyways, guys, we'll see you all later. Hope you guys enjoyed the TMNT countdown. Give us all your thoughts. What was your favorite movie? What do you think of this one, the TMNT in particular? Or what do you think of all the other ones with Vanilla Ice and all the other crazy stuff? Yep. And what are your expectations of this new movie coming out? Give us all your thoughts below. I'll see you all later. And thanks for watching.
T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power. T-U-R-T-L-E power.
And the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles power. Yeah.